Welcome to our YouTube channel. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also leave your comment below. And you can also follow us at Joan Home Cooked Meals over on Instagram. Please press that notification bell and stay tuned for what's next. Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to show you how you can fry your dumplings, and I'm going to take you straight into the process. We are using 1 cup of self-rising flour, and we're also going to add a teaspoon of salt. Then we're also going to add 2 teaspoons of cornmeal. Guys, adding the cornmeal is optional. If you don't want to add cornmeal to your flour, that's not a problem. You can also add sugar as well. That is also optional. Some people add the sugar right into their flour, and some people add it into the water. Now we have a jug of water, and we're putting our teaspoon of sugar in our water, preferably, and we're just going to stir this around. Just want to mix it all out so it dissolves nicely into the water, okay? That's all done right there. Then the next thing that we're going to do is to make sure that we mix up our cornmeal and flour and salt all together, okay? That's nicely incorporated, guys. And now we're also going to add our water. Now you're not going to add a full jug of water at one go. You basically need to pour it bit by bit, and you do it in, one part of your bowl, whatever you're using to make your dough. It's, just make sure that you just stick to just in the corner side, okay? You take your time and you add it bit by bit. Remember, you want to get a nice, neat, smooth dough. So this is not something that you're gonna rush to do. You also need to make sure that your hands, they are clean, and you also have low nails, and try to avoid nail polish as well during this time, okay? All the extra flour that you currently see around the edges of the parrot dish, that's all going to be mixing as well with what my mom is doing. There's nothing to waste around here. And if you feel as if you add a lot more water than you should, then you will need to add a little bit more flour as well, because you need to balance it out. You cannot have a watery dough. There is no way you will get a nice fried dumpling whatsoever, or your dough is going to be set nice for you to then start to fry your dumpling, okay? So while we make our dough, we actually use it to go around the corner, as you can see, of the parrot, to, get all of the extra flour in as well. We prefer to leave our dough to set for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Again, you don't have to leave it that long if you don't want to, but because this is something that we like to do, because we know exactly the type of dough we're after, which is going to be firm and smooth and nice. So when we're ready to fry our dumpling, it's going to be easy to handle, okay? So we normally just leave it to set, cover it up with a clean towel, and then we can place like a pot cover as well over it and give it some time to sit really, really well. So when we come back to it, it's all in order to fry, guys. I know my mother likes to pamper her food a lot. You can see I have water that is still left over. That's because I didn't use all of the water in my flour. Now we're just gonna leave this, guys, to set for 20 minutes, which is optional. And I'd just like to add, guys, one more thing. The more you knead your dough, your dumplings will become really tight, so you don't want to over knead it, okay? So you want to keep it in between, because you kind of want to have a soft dumpling, easy to handle. So my dough is completely set perfect the way that we want it to be. It's really smooth. And now what we need to do is begin to make our dumplings to fry them. And this is my mom showing you how she actually make her dumplings. Now you don't have to make the dumplings the way or the exact way that she does it. The most important thing that you need to remember is how to start the process of how much flour, and also to balance out how much water that you add each time, just to get that perfect dough. Okay, now everyone is very special and unique in their own way, so you might not hold your hand, or handle your flour the way that she's doing it right now. She just really go all out, which is good. She pampers her food, she pampers her dumpling, because she knows exactly what she wants and how she wants her dumpling to look like in the final end. So this is just how she is doing it, and this is how she always does it, unless we're having a very, very lazy day, then she'll just do a quick one. But because we've been asked a lot of time to show a video of how we actually make our dumpling, which is obviously my mom that makes the dumpling, then we wanted to take the time out just to give you a preview of how we do it. Now it's important for your nails to be extremely low as well, so you can get that final grip, and or that good grip, I should say, not final, that good grip into making your dumpling. It is so smooth, guys, really smooth and easy to handle. And that's because of the amount of time I believe that we leave it to set, so we get a good dough right there. Look at that, perfect. Now you need to ensure you have sufficient oil in your pot when you are frying dumplings, okay? This is the amount that we have. It's not a lot of dumplings we're gonna fry, and I just pinch a little piece of flour and drop in my pot, so I know that it's ready. And then I'm just putting in my dumplings that I've made, just like this, okay? And you don't want to put them too close together, just give them a little bit of space in your pot. Now you need to make sure that your flame is really low, because these dumplings need to fry and soak both inside properly. And one of the reasons why, because we also have cornmeal in this flour today, and cornmeal is a bit hard, so you want to make sure that outside is not brown and inside is not fried. 6 minutes later, I check again on my dumplings. You can see that they're browning really nicely. Again, I repeat, my flame is on low because I want to make sure that inside of my dumpling is fried nicely, because it's flour, so it's very, very vital for you to ensure that happens. You need to turn them as well, on each side, just to make sure that they don't get burnt either. You can know when your dumpling is getting to that stage of being fried, because you can see a bit of open on some of them, so I'm just turning them. Anyway, you can also cover your pot just to make sure that it's steamed nicely inside. I'm at the final stage now, and these dumplings are ready. Okay, I'm just gonna plate this up with some garden eggs. You can have it with ackee and saltfish, you can have it with callaloo and cabbage. I'm going to remove them from my pot and put them on this paper towel here, which will absorb the oil, so you want to make sure that you do that too. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe. Again, we're over on Instagram at Joan Home Cooked Meals. Until next time, bye.